Hi, loves. Welcome to AW Confidential. Today, I'm sitting down with Zack, Quin, and he nicknamed himself the Nuyorican Prince, or Papi, or
whatever you want to call me. Papi works, Papa, whatever. People say whatever on the street.
He is someone who can make you laugh, think, and heal, sometimes all at once. The comedian has a community of close to 700,000 across social media platforms and over 75 million likes on TikTok alone. And I love him. As soon as I met him, I thought he was just gold, like literally comedy gold. Hi, Zack.
Pookie.
How are you, boo?
Listen, thank you so much for inviting me, for having me. I'm so blessed to be here. Aww. So good to see you again, reunited, and it feels so good.
I know. And I actually want to talk about that a bit. So we met at an event, and I was immediately drawn to your energy because this was my first impression. You blessed me with mint and a Hugo Spritz. You thought, I don't know what you thought I was. Maybe you thought I was a goddess, possibly. But literally, he took the mint and he put it into the Hugo Spritz and he like blessed me.
Listen, you say you do meditation, you do all that good stuff. So I have to. Hello.
I do. I like to meditate. I like to ground myself.
She put me on. You did put me on. I've been doing my research after that conversation. I'm like, I have to do more meditations, more groundwork. I gotta get to the root.
And it feels so good. Not better than sex, but it's pretty close.
That's true, though. That's true.
It's pretty close. Now, you've said that your comedy isn't about hurting people. I truly love your energy. It's about showing positive light in everyday life. And you walk into a room and I feel energy, and I felt that from you. And I was immediately drawn to you. Where did that come from? And was it something that you learned growing up with your mom and buela in New York City? Or is it just innate? Where did it come from?
I have to give it credit where credit is due. And it definitely comes from my parents, my mom specifically. Like, everyone's like, you're just like your mom. You're like a spitting image of your mom. And I'm like, you know what? I received that, because, I get my comedy from her. My mom came home. She was a school nurse. She worked at PS 110. So she definitely had some stories. Oh, wow. So she would come home talking about all the dramatics, the crazy story she had of dealing with public school in Lower East Side. And she would be like, listen, my mother came into school today and she was like, yo, why you gave my daughter an ice pack? She busted her head open and she needed surgery. Like, no. She was like, oh, you didn't pick up the phone. That's all I could do. Hello.
So wait, so when you do these skits, and guys, you have to check out some of these skits. They just put you in this bright light. Like, it doesn't matter what mood I'm in. I watch one of your skits and I can't help to laugh. Do some of those skits come from like your mom and
everyday life? It comes from my interactions with my mom, interactions with my abuela. I got into content because I was like, I know there's people that could relate to our stories. Us as Latinos, we definitely have some stories, some trauma stories that we can laugh at now. But the only way we can get through that is through laughing. So I was like, you know what, let's make a joke about this. Like, let me make a little joke about getting cocotazos growing up.
Have you gotten in trouble for any of those kids with your mom or abuela?
No.
That's good.
Because it sheds light to it, and because it doesn't put, it doesn't make them look bad, and they know it's out of love. And I know it's out of love that growing up. And during our interaction, when we met earlier, we spoke about, getting cocotazos and getting papaos in the city.
La chancla.
So that's it. It takes time getting over that. But I think that with these videos, it helps us get over that and helps us make light of it. And
I think it also helps us connect.
Yep,
because a lot of the things that you show on camera, I'm like, oh my God, I remember that. Like, I remember that experience at home. So I think it's another way of not just healing, but connecting with people. And that's why I think you're so loved, because you connect with people through your skits.
Thank you. Yeah.
So
I love connecting with people through my skits. That's why every day I think of something new. Every day I'm like, what can I do that's going to make me help connect with my audience, help connect with the Puerto Rican community, the Latino community, and even like TikTok as a whole, because I feel like not my purpose, but actually I do feel like my purpose was to help bring Latino culture to mainstream media, because I didn't see enough of that, and I felt like it was time, to at least put my stuff out there if I wasn't seeing.
What do you remember, like growing up? Who do you remember seeing on TV that you were like, I want to do this? You know who? Do you remember Iris Chacon? Like, do you know who she is? She was like the first J-Lo. Like, I remember seeing her on screen, Rita Moreno.
Oh, Rita Moreno.
Like, I'm older
yeah,
than
course.
you,
No,
so
no.
I'm showing age right
By
now.
like 5 more years.
But
please.
I was like little girl, and I remember seeing these, these people on screen. Not many, but I was like, wow, she talks like me. Did you have that?
I love, my mom always had like In Living Color on, so I grew up with like different skits and seeing like Latino comedians like John Leguizamo and seeing them, the Wayans brothers, and just seeing how they're able to like put on these different roles, and they don't really care about their masculinity. It's all out the window when it comes to these skits. They're just themselves, and they're more than just, well, of course there's skits and stuff like that, but they bring, I loved how I was able to see my culture, whether it was my time period or not, because Living Color was a little before me.
God,
before
I
me,
feel
yeah.
old right now.
But no, the skits, it was my SNL, so I loved it, and I love seeing people of color like just being themselves, doing their comedy skits, and I loved Mauricio skits. Mauricio was a comedian, Yanis. He's hilarious. I loved he does skits making fun of Puerto Rican women in Lower East Side. He puts on a wig and he does the whole Puerto Rican accent. It's funny. He's hilarious.
Well, laughter can be a shield and a superpower. And I know a lot of comedians. I love comedians. I support them because I feel that, I've talked about it. I have had bouts of depression, and, I lost my mom. I got sick. And the one thing that always just takes me out of that vortex is laughter, is comedy. So I appreciate what you guys do to bring healing into the world.
Appreciate that.
So that's a superpower.
Thank you.
Has there been a moment where comedy literally saved you from pain, heartbreak, or even doubt or insecurity?
I'm laughing because my answer is every day. And sometimes I feel like it's a problem. I'm like, like growing up it's okay to be a class clown, but like now it's like you can't really use comedy or laughter to numb everything. I have to tell myself that, because it gets to a point where it's like, am I hiding something? Or people always say
we're all hiding.
Yeah,
something.
of course. But it wasn't until I experienced anxiety and depression myself when I was like, oh wow, like I'm really hiding from my audience. People don't know what I'm truly facing, and I'm really like.
Have you talked about that openly?
I really haven't. Only because I want people to only see positive. I only want people to see the positive side of me, and
you're also human, though.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But we don't have to talk about it.
No, I don't mind. I like I said, it's good to talk about it, and I think it does heal part of me when I do talk about it. So, and I have to be honest. God tells us to be honest. So if I'm not doing I'm not doing myself justice, or I'm not giving any advice, or if I'm not being honest, or
And I can tell you that being someone that has seen depression and anxiety, that there's so much healing in the gift that you have.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I think having that conversation, whether it's, I don't know if you talk to your mom or your buela or your friends, but there's nothing wrong with people seeing another side of you.
Of course,
I think they appreciate you more. So when you're ready.
No, yeah, no. I think my parents and my grandma did see the worst side of me, and I think that the pandemic really like brought the worst out of all of us. So I think we were all going through it together. So I think, whether they understand it or not, they felt it themselves for the first time. And I love that because I love that. I hate that for us, but I love that it's something that brought us together. And it's something that now she can understand, going through a dark period and just being isolated. And so, yeah, but using my comedy is a God-given gift, 100%. I do feel like God's given me this gift to use it no matter what condition I'm in, despite how I'm feeling, just keep putting it out there, and he does. But
just remember, don't numb yourself. If you're not, if one day you're sad, it's okay to be sad.
Yes, yeah.
It's okay not to be okay. But I just want to share, and everyone knows because I've mentioned it many times, I lost my mom.
I'm so sorry for your loss, by the way.
Almost 3 years ago. And that connection that you have when you speak to your mom or abuela about, your mental health, that connection is invaluable. Because I couldn't do that with my mom, and she left this universe without that sort of releasing that toxin. So the fact that you can share it with them and connect with them and show them, your vulnerability, I think it gives them permission to do the same with you. And that's a gift. That's a gift. And thank you for sharing that with me.
Of course.
So behind the Nuyorican Prince, we're going to lighten it up.
Let's go.
Persona, when do the jokes stop? When the camera's off? Who is Zack?
The jokes don't stop.
Yes, they do.
The jokes can never stop, okay? And I in my house, I live with my brother, my sister, and my house
Your brother films your stuff, right?
Yes, my brother films my stuff, and my cousin John Luke. It's all hands on deck when it comes to my videos. Even if Willow got to film it, he got to film it. But it every day it's something new with us, and we are a family full of laughter.
So if I asked you, who is Zack, and this is almost, it's probably impossible, but I'm going to make you think. If I asked you, who is Zack in 3 words, what would those 3 words be that describe you?
Comical.
Of course.
Joyful. And I want to say loving.
And I feel all those. And I'd say authentic. I think you are one of the most real people that I've met. And this world of social media there's a lot of personas.
Yes, I know.
And you know.
I know, yeah.
But when I interact with you, what you see is what you get. You're a light. So what grounds you? What keeps you centered? Because in today's world, that's really difficult to do.
God, for sure. My answer is God.
Yeah, I knew me and him had some connection.
That's it. It's just, in being real, I feel like people that love God around me, they don't have to preach about being real because you can just sense it off them. So, and that's what I love about, even with content, you can sense it off to someone's content or sense it off their videos,
You weren't going to make me cry.
Please. But no, God, like I said, God keeps me going. God keeps us going. And he gives us gifts like your gift here. That's why I'm here today, because he's using your gift to get out there. Come on.
I warned you. Okay.
Sorry. We need a shot of something. Hello, who got some Casamigos? Forgive me, Lord.
And that is why I like to have the shots. So Latinos have a reputation for brushing pain under the rug, and I have talked about this. When I was growing up, we had a lot of secrets. Dominicans, Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not far from you.
We sweep things under the rug, and it's like, no, never happened. So, for me growing up, I remember my parents, especially my mom, she would say, no, lo que pasa en casa se queda en casa. De eso no se habla en la calle. How do you see humor to challenge the silence, especially around things like mental health or masculinity? How do you manage that? Because you share a lot. So how do you balance that out? Because I don't know what your abuela and mom were like. Were they very,
I feel like in every Latino household, there's always that idea of like secrecy living here. Like you said, what happens here stays here. And also on top of that, being Christian and being, my mom was a minister. My mom still is a minister in the church. My father's a deacon. Oh, so we were, I still go to church every Sunday. So we
Did you get punished a lot?
Ooh, let me tell you, I was getting pows on Sunday. Hello.
It's that right there. Was right.
My mother wasn't leading worship. She was like, Portate bien right there. I'll come down there. And she has a few times.
Wow.
But
that's ironic. Okay.
But even so, that on top of that, like the living in church, and then like I said, on top of that, the Latino household is very, even the Latino family secrets that we weren't aware of until we're older.
So how did
sorry, go ahead.
No, but how? Because I'm visualizing it. And what did your parents say when you said, okay, I want to do comedy, I want to do, I want to get on TikTok and talk about.
My mother was pretty strict about social media growing up, but it wasn't until I was like 18 and I was like, I got into content in my sophomore year of college. or the junior year, but my mom was like, you cannot have Instagram until you're 18. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
like 6, like
but
17.
I did the same thing with my
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah. I'm not gonna tell her if I had an Instagram before that, or if we made a little secret account. But Ma, if you're watching this, I didn't. Okay. But
did they freak out?
They didn't. They weren't. She was just making sure that I was very careful about what I post, and it wasn't. She wasn't very, like I said, she was never upset at any videos that I made in the past. She never told me to delete a video.
So you never got in trouble?
Never. We've had conversations before where she was like, Zach, you need to chill with this, or like, you don't have to curse so much, like even still, I'm like, Ma, come on, like I'm 23, like my mouth is my mouth, please let me be. But still, and I receive that, no one wants a crazy mouth. I understand.
I have a truck driver mouth.
I know. It's hard, I gotta ask God for strength every day.
I got banned once from Threads for I think a full 2 weeks maybe, and I was freaking out because it was during Love Island, and
that happens.
I lost my shit on screen, and I got banned.
God gave us a mouth, so
it's how you show passion.
Exactly. He gave us a mouth, and sometimes it goes left. It doesn't always work out in his favor. So sorry about that, guy, but it happens. We're human, like you said, we're human. So
I got no shame.
Yeah. Ma, I got no shame too, but I love you.
But there's respect.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, I know me.
My mom had a truck driver mouth too.
You got lucky. I wish my mother would have been.
What's crazy? Wait, I gotta say something. She's probably listening right now. No, so after she left this, the physical world, I now when I screw something up, or I drop something, or whatever it is, I say the exact, and I cannot say it here right now, but I say the exact cuss word that she used all the time. And it's insane because I'm sure she laughs when she hears me, but it's I just can't help it. It's almost like...
I was going to say, it's passed down at this point. You can't get rid of that. That's in you.
It's funny. So when my daughter was growing up, even the word stupid was a bad word.
Yeah, that's home. Me too. Damn it for me was, can I say it?
That's how I raised my daughter. The first time I heard her cuss was, I think, when she graduated college. But at that point, I spent time. She went away for college. Mm-hmm. So we were hanging out after graduation, and I heard her say the word F. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to be good. Yeah. But it was like, wow, she does swear. I was like, oh shit, okay, that's my kid. I just feel it doesn't define you. It's just a way to express yourself. And there's a place for everything, obviously.
I'm just laughing really hard because I think that every kid remembers the first time their parent has heard them curse.
Oh,
and
really?
They remember, yeah. For me,
That's funny.
Maybe only good kids, not to brag, but
that's so funny because you're right, I didn't cuss in front of my mom.
You always got to keep an eye out. Sometimes you curse and then you got to do a double take, make sure she wasn't behind you.
But I remember the first time I tried, I must have been 9 or 10. My aunt said a cuss word and I repeated it, and my mom went,
yeah, I'm gonna say,
never forgot.
You got stories like that too.
You do? That's the way I grew up. It was, it was very strict. It was, very just kind of proper. But I'm grateful because I am the young lady that I am today.
That's it. Work. Come on,
because of my mommy. Yeah. And my dad. Although my dad wasn't the boss, my mom was.
But she's proud. I know she is.
Oh, so thanks. Proud. I asked your mom, who is Zack, and what do you think about everything he's creating? What do you think she would say?
I think she would say that he's, even before coming here, she was like, just be yourself. So I think she's very happy that I'm doing this, and she's very proud of me. She's very happy that I'm doing something that no one in my family has ever done. No one in my family has done content or gone into the, so it's it's something new for us. So, and I think that's how I can't blame her for anything because it's something new to navigate. It's very new. Content creating is, I want to say new, even though YouTube has been around for a long time, but content creating is fairly new, especially for me. I just got into it 2 years ago. So
really, 2 years?
In 2023, I got into it. Yeah, my junior year of college. Yeah.
You've just done so much in 2 years. I thought it was longer.
Yeah. Well, I think 3 years now, but yeah,
Okay.
2023, yeah, I started. So yeah,
That's amazing. And I think it's all how you use it too. If it's like anything else, you can use it for good or evil, right? And you use it for good.
that's it. Yeah, yeah.
So that's kind of what it comes down to, that you're using social media to not only to entertain, but also to help others heal
To connect, like
and
you
connect.
said, like,
Yeah.
and that's all I want my content to be about. So like when you said before, do you really share other things with your audience? I'm learning to. I'm learning how to, even being like more, I guess, personal and showing more of my personal life and about my feelings. When you grow up in a Latino household, you don't really talk about feelings. So why would I do it now on social media if I?
Because there's other people that feel just like
for
you.
sure. No, of course. I'm just saying this was what was going on in the back of my head. Like I was always saying, why would I ever be like vulnerable on social media if I can't be vulnerable in the house? Which has changed, thank God. But I have to learn how to put out content that, of course it's relatable, but now vulnerable content. If I want to be truly relatable, how can I do that in every way?
Well, thank you for sharing your gift. So, Zack, in let's say 1 year, what does Zack look like? What is he doing?
So Zachary Quintero is gonna be hopefully in a movie.
I can see that. I can see that.
Goal.
Manifest.
That's
Put
the
it out
goal.
there.
That's the goal.
Put it out there.
But I don't know if I could disclose it. But
think big. No, I don't want to. I don't want you to disclose projects that you can't disclose. But I want, when you visualize yourself, and I don't. People say, "Oh, in 5 years," you don't know what's gonna happen in 5 years. Yeah. I'll say a year. What do you see?
Okay. So I'm going to say more relatable content. People are going to see more content, more intimate content. People are going to see more family members in my videos. People are going to see just different types of videos. I have to step out more often. People are going to see me at more events. I'm trying to stepping out of my comfort zone.
I have one tip for you, by the way.
What is it?
You need to smile. I posted in your comments. I was like, "Boo, you need to smile."
Okay.
You're like,
I got a New York.
That's just your
Hold
vibe.
on, but you can't forget. I got a New York meme mug. Okay, I am funny, but I don't forget I'm from New York. We got a meme mug. Hello.
Okay, all right. It's funny because that's what I thought. I was like,
I will smile more.
Just saying, you have a beautiful smile.
Thank you. Tu también, you know you do.
Oh, thank you, babe.
It's right there. You know you do. It should be bigger.
I love him. I just want to keep him. But I can't keep him. So if life handed you the mic and said, drop one truth bomb. I'm all about truth bombs, as we know. Drop one truth bomb for the culture. What's the line you would want echoing throughout all the bodegas in New York? And we're all about the bodega.
Can you give me one first? I want to know what yours is.
Oh, shit. Yes.
I'm sorry. I have to.
What?
I want you to give me one first. Let's do something new on your podcast.
Damn it. One line. Shit.
Come on. That's how I felt.
I am worthy of everything I desire. I want everyone to remember that and go for exactly what they want. I think so many things hold us back. And I struggled with my self-worth for a long time. And I want people to know I am worthy of everything I desire, and go for it, because life is too short.
Damn, I should never ask you to go first. I should have never asked you to go first, because that's real good.
Well, thank you.
I want to steal that one.
I'm a writer. That's what I do.
Oh. You are loved. Just that you are loved. Wow. Whether it's by God or just to know that you're loved. I just wish that everyone knew that. Some people need to hear that at the right time. Sometimes, unfortunately, people do. We wish people... People hear it too late. So, I wish people hear it more often. We're from New York. I made that joke about me mugging, but we need to hug each other more. We need to show love more. We need to pour into each other more. The reason why I feel like people are so down nowadays is because we're surrounded by anger and, it's in politics. It's in social media. It's all over. Hate. So it's like, you need to know that you are loved. What you do is loved. and to keep going. That's it. But yeah.
Zach, you're
That's
awesome.
the little truth bomb, okay?
You're awesome. Well, you are loved by me
Damn,
and by so many.
Damn,
Thank you for sharing your gift. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Please share with everyone how they can find you, because you know they're going to want to find you.
Listen, come to my church and we'll have it. No, I'm just joking. We'll do a little meet and greet in church. No, but my Instagram is Zack.Quin. TikTok, Zack.Quin. Keep showing love, guys. Keep commenting, keep DMing me. You guys make my day. I love when you guys show me love. It keeps me going. It truly does. And thank you for what you do. Keep going. Keep doing what you do. And I can't wait to see what God has in store for your future. Yes.
Zack reminds us that laughter isn't just about joy. It's about survival, love, and finding light in the madness. He proves that resilience can be loud and proud and damn fucking funny. Thank you, Zack, for sharing your truth, your magic, because you are filled with magic, and your mint leaf blessings with us. This is your reminder. Healing doesn't always whisper. It is also a laugh out loud. Thank you. You are loved. You are enough, and you are worthy. Remember that.
Yes. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.